Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon besides it to get notified whenever I upload a new video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about imposter syndrome as a freelancer and how you can overcome it. So what do you mean by imposter syndrome? Now, imposter syndrome, in a nutshell, is a person's inability to recognize and believe that their success is deserved and achieved as a result of their efforts or skill. So, if you are going through something similar, then make sure to watch the video till the end because this video will be super useful for you. Sometimes we are in a situation that makes us feel that we're not good enough or the services that we are providing are not, they are paying us, but then we don't deserve that money. So if you are having this same feeling, then you should keep watching this video. Now, the first point that I want to mention is realize that it is okay to feel this way. So it's okay if you're feeling imposter syndrome because many of us go through this same feeling. And there are certain ways in which I'll tell you how you can overcome it. So this first thing is it is okay to feel this way. Imposter syndrome comes off, out of many various reasons. It can be due to how you have been brought up as a childhood, in which kind of environment that you have been brought up in, and it has been like your thought process ever since you were a child. So you need to reframe your thoughts. Now, what do I mean by reframing my thoughts? Now, if I am thinking in my mind that I am not good enough, then subconsciously I'll act in that way as well. So you need to, whenever you have such a thought, that whenever you have a negative thought, then you should change it into a positive one. So you should be like, no, the work that I'm doing is really good, and with the resources that I have, I'm utilizing it completely at my best. So whenever you have a negative thought, make sure to change it into positive and then start thinking positively and imagine positive scenarios in your mind. Visualize a lot. On to the third point is being realistic. Now, the services that you are providing to your client, are you being realistic in the results, or are you just bragging about, I'll be providing so and so results to you, I'll be providing thousands of sales in 1 month and increasing your ROI. So you need to be realistic at times, and you need to utilize whatever that you have in your hand and not be like okay, I'm going to be going all in for it. Just be realistic with your goals and the client's goals as well. Point in which you can beat imposter syndrome is trying confidence boosting affirmations. Now, I'll be providing a list of affirmations in the comments below, in the description box below, so you will have a look at them, and then you can try rewriting those affirmations, or try repeating them in front of a mirror. So what will happen is your brain will start thinking those things and start feeling those things, so, and which will affect your work as well. So that will be a super beneficial tip for you, and I'll be listing down all the affirmations in the comment below, and if you have one affirmation you can add to that, you can tell me in the comments. So the fifth point in which you can beat imposter syndrome is it's okay to not know everything. Sometimes we don't take up a job work or a freelancing work is because we think that we do not know everything. And it is okay, because you do not even need to know everything. Even if you are a coach or a tutor, sometimes you feel like we should not be a coach because we don't know everything, and what if this client asks this question and I won't be able to answer? You can always tell the client that I'll do my research and get back to you very soon. So it's okay if you do not know everything. You are not a superhuman. You will learn with time, and that is why people pay a higher charge if you are more experienced, because within those years you have gathered those experience. So you'll be able to deliver much better if you are an experienced person. That is why higher prices come with higher experience. Sixth point is taking up a course. if you think that you are not, completely aware of a particular knowledge, you can always go on Udemy or Skillshare or any such platform that provides various courses. There are so many courses available online, and if you do not want to invest any money, YouTube is a great source. Just type it out on YouTube and you will get thousands of tutorial on the particular topic. To the seventh point, connect with other freelancers. Go on Facebook groups and try to talk to other freelancers who are in your space. Go on Quora.com and talk about your journey, and you will realize that you are not alone, and many people experience the same thing, and you can become friends with them. So whenever you have a low point or a happy moment, you can share it with them. Judge your worth. Now this point is very important, because sometimes imposter syndrome sits in us, and then we feel like we are worth only this much amount of money. But no, you can always charge your worth and try to increase your prices gradually. Don't just go on a sudden shift of prices, but try increasing your prices like 10%, 20%, 30% every 3 months or so that will give you also the confidence and will help you increasing your amount as well. Hope these tips were super useful and will help you combat imposter syndrome as a freelancer. If you like this video, or if you have any other suggestions, make sure to comment below and let me know if you go through the same thing, or if you have any other ideas or stuff that you want to share with me. Feel free to mention in the comments below and I'll definitely reply to you. So you can also follow me on Instagram at Digital Arwa, and there you can hit me in DMs and we can start chatting about what you do and how you have progressed as a freelancer. Then I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.